Alright, so we have Sheena walks a total of 1.8 miles to and from school a day. If she walks to school 16 days this month, how many miles will she have walked? Alright, and I'm noticing that this is a question where we don't have any answer choices. So since we don't have any answer choices and we have somebody doing something in this problem, the first thing I'm going to think through is I need to show my thinking. So I'm definitely going to do a window pane. And number two, my estimate is really going to help me guide my thinking, making sure that I get the right thinking and the right answer. Okay, so we have Sheena walks a total of 1.8 miles to and from school. So I'm going to pause right there. And I'm going to circle 1.8 because this is what she walks in a day. To and from is in a day. Okay? If she walks to school 16 days this month, so every day she's walking 1.8 miles for 16 days, how many miles will she have walked? Alright, so let me make my window pane and let me think through this. And it says, so how many miles will Sheena have walked? She will walk blank miles. Alright. And I'm going to draw a picture. So it sounds to me like we're keeping track of days and miles. So miles and days are the things that we're keeping track of. On day 1, she's going to walk 1.8 miles. On day 2, she's going to walk 1.8 miles. On day 3, she's going to walk 1.8 miles. This is starting to sound like a broken record. So I'm thinking by day 16, she's still walking 1.8 miles because the distance from her house to school is not changing. And so what I see is I see equal amounts being repeated. So I have to think about this is equal. So right now my choices are to multiply or to divide because we have equal amounts. And if I write it down, you should be writing it down. Now I have to think through this. Am I taking the miles and dividing them by the days? That doesn't sound right. Or am I taking all of the days with the miles and putting them together? I think I'm going to be putting them together. So we're going to be multiplying because we have basically repeated addition. And anytime we have repeated addition, this is joining equal sets. So I'm definitely going to set up my problem 1 and 8/10 times 16. But I'm going to go ahead and do my estimate over here because my estimate, my easy estimate, should give me a range. Should help me figure this out. So here's what I know. I know that 1.8 is almost on its way to being 2. And we're thinking times 16. So my answer, 2 groups of 16 is about 32 miles. Now I know that this is going to be greater than 16, but it's going to be less than 32. So I need a number that's kind of in between 16 and 32 miles. So right now, what I want to do on my paper is I'm going to go ahead and multiply 6 times 8 and write that number down. Then 6 times 1 and write that number down. And remember, when we multiply multi-digits, we then put our placeholder down And then we go over to the next place value, and we would say 1 times 8 and 1 times 1. And we would have that partial product. And then we have two partial products to put together. So boys and girls, at this time, I need you to complete this problem and then box in your answer.